Oh, how you doing? Got the sprinkler on right now. Cooling it down a little bit in here. There's the string beans after the last couple weeks. I put the this is the trellis I put in. Let's see, a week ago. And last time I put the video, they weren't climbing, and this is all within maybe a week. As you can see, they're all the way to the top. Seems like once you get your spot in for them to grow and to really start, being able to climb, the plant really takes off. We're gonna have a heck of a lot of string beans and coming up. There's our tomatoes. The last couple weeks have really taken off. As you can see, we got Swiss chard in the back. A watermelon back here. This is our honeydew melon. It's coming up really well now. That's our beets, sugar beets. It's all here. I got my trellises in. I told you earlier about the trellises I was going to put in with the PVC pipe. This is one of my trellises for my spaghetti squash. I hand tied all these, and that's where it's going to hang up over top and keep the radishes or the sugar beets cool. This is the, as you can see, from last week. This is give you a comparison. And remember last time, that's as big as my hand, even bigger. This is the spaghetti squash inside the hoop house. Got two of those plants. Like I said, they're going to grow across these trellises up off the ground. They'll be suspended. I'll show you that later, how to suspend them up off the ground so they don't get any rot on them. This is our lettuce so far. This is all our green lettuce, leaf lettuce on here, or romaine. This is all the new romaine coming up in between that you see. This is our cucumbers back here. They're going to grow up across this trellis right here. These are all hand tied with the PVC pipe. This is our potatoes again. We won't pull these until everything starts turning brown and does all that good stuff. So, as you can see, they're starting to flower. So we're growing potatoes. This is more cucumbers. They're just breaking soil here. This is the big plant of cucumbers. This is the other cucumbers coming up. I have a trellis to build here yet. This is some of our other tomatoes. A tomato plant here and a tomato plant, a couple of tomato plants. We have peanut plants coming up. In here, we have radishes that are starting to break top, coming in. We have more coming in here. There's another tomato plant. Peas are starting to come up again. I replanted peas, and I got them staggered and different things. So this is our peas that are starting to grow. Last time you only seen them were about 3 or 4 inches from the ground. This is all in a couple of weeks. You see we're starting to get flowers, so the peas will start coming on. And this is another one of the tomato plants. There's birds and stuffers I have. There's some other ones that are staggered coming up. These are all onions coming up. We planted more onions. They'll be coming up. There's tomato plants. There's some other tomato plants like birds and stuffers, Tidwell Germans. They're all coming up. Everything seems to be growing really good with this tarp. Since we did this other tarp, our sweet onions are coming up. But this is how I did the vents. Took they're like $1.26 a piece. And these are the vents I put in the windows, or in the sides. Seems to let enough air in. It may get 120 in here, but there's no real direct sunlight. But everything seems to be growing pretty good. It's usually 80 degrees, and 80 degrees outside. It's 120 inside here. Way different kind of a breeze. These are all my pepper plants are they're starting to come up. I put this screen in front of here. It keeps the cats out. It's just to hang in the front of this, let more airflow through the hoop house. Well, and I put this in 2x4 with a 4x4 with what do you call it, for the tools and stuff. That's the hoop house, and that's gardening with Mike and Dottie. I'll talk to y'all soon. See ya. Oh, I also have 18 tomato plants on the side of the house. I'll show you those. Hold on, Matt. We just planted these out of the, we just planted these. These are our ones outside the hoop house along the edge. About 18 plants here all in all. They come along here. And then what my wife has in here started growing in a smaller little starting house, potting shed or whatever you want to call it. This is one of those ones for Harbor Freight, but what I did was, after the plastic went bad, I took the same kind of tarp that I used for this hoop house and I redid it myself. And it kind of matches the hoop house, so it looks like that. And that's for my mason bees. Got my mason bees here. Little garden my wife's putting in over here. This is my peaches so far. As you can see, my peaches this year, I put a netting over them so nothing will steal them. But the peaches are coming in pretty good from this peach tree. I got these from, where did I get? Home Depot, right? These trees? They're like 3.5 years old when you get them. No.
Walmart, they were all clear.
Yeah, yeah, Walmart. They were like 3.5 years old when you first bought them. I got fruit last year off of them. And they seem to do pretty good. The other thing is I did my pear trees. I self-pollinated my pear trees this year. So all my pear trees are growing. Got a mess of pears this year. But that's Mike and Dottie in the hoop house, in the tunnel house. Talk to y'all soon. See you.